everybody, welcome back to another Olive Garden MukBang. I'm on my break, so fun. One table told me I did such a great job, and then they stiffed me, and then they wrote down the receipt twice, like they signed their name twice. But what is fun is that I have some Drew Monson tape on my wall, the red stuff. That's because it's Drew Monson, he has red tape on his wall, and we love Drew Monson. Today I have minestrone. I actually got mad at myself for getting this on my way up the stairs. I was like, why the fuck did you get minestrone, you dumb fuck? Because what's a shift without Zuppa, honestly? I love Zuppa discount. Next time you go to Olive Garden, y'all, get yourself some Zuppa. I knew I forgot something. I wanted to get salt. Usually, I'll be lazy and I'll put salt right where that little ghost is. Oh, I was supposed to scare you. Maybe that's what that was. But if you stiff servers, eat your own ass. Thank you. End of statement. And it's like, if you are, don't get the hopes up. Just be like a little cunt the whole time, and then we'll know what's coming. Because why the fuck would you be nice to someone if you're not going to be nice back? I make $10.75 an hour, like, probably less than that. Help a brother out, please. Oh my goodness, I'm going to still complain though. It was the type of table instead of be like, oh, hey, how you guys doing? Like, were we getting started off to drink over here? I'll have the meat sauce and spaghetti with the supreme version. And I was like, the supreme version? What's that? And he was like, oh, last time they made it the supreme version. And I was like, I've never heard of that. So what kind of stuff was on it? He was like, green peppers, mushrooms, and then I was like, I got asparagus, I got tomato, and he was like, no, and then I named something else, and he was like, mushrooms, or some, and he was like, yeah, I want. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I talked to him while his wife had no fucking idea what she wanted, and she started she just took like 5 minutes to look at the menu, and I was not, and after a minute of just going, I started small talk. And then I started talking to him, and I made him laugh really the whole fucking time, actually. Because I'm not that type of... I'll complain later. Fuck you mean supreme version? What the fuck does that mean? I've never heard of a supreme meat sauce. What's up with that? I don't get that. Walk me through that. Just kidding. The walking through that is not the fun part. A guy and amigo on a Drew Monson video. Oh my god. Said, what's up with that? I don't get that. And I want to live through his words. Oh, there's the salt. I'll get the salt from the breadstick. So good. But yeah, otherwise, the shift was great. I had 2 other tables. Thanks, Arlene. Arlene will never watch this. She's a host. You're just getting all the work, T, today, honestly. The first time I worked with this woman, so basically hosts are the people who sit you and greet you and put down your silverware and menu, and then they walk away. That's it. Notice how I said silverware. I was my first week in the restaurant, so she thought I had no restaurant experience, but I was at a restaurant at Alexandria, so I know what I was doing. And I was like, oh, Arlene, my table has been sitting there for like 15 minutes without any silverware. Can I get some? And she was like, oh, that's not the host's job. That's not the host's job. No. What's your job? To greet and sit people. And I was like, with the menus and silverware. She's like, no. Okay. Reasonable lady. Love that. Mind you, she's like gray hair, so I don't... Oh, went up to a manager, and I was like, I had to complain about another thing, because she did something sly with me, and I was just like, manager, look, she's not sitting me, like, basically, and I pointed my finger at her, and she comes waddling over. Actually, no, she comes walking over. This was before she broke her hip. Karma's real. Anyway, so she comes over to me, I was like lying about something apparently, because she was like, I'm older than you, I would not lie, but you as a 20-year-old would lie because young people, and I was like, don't bring up our fucking age. I'm more mature than you apparently because I'm the one who's not fucking lying. And she kept accusing me of lying and to the manager, and I was like, you can look at my section. And she's like, see, that's a proof of a liar. They want to show you the evidence, and the manager was having none of it. So he was just like, okay, everyone shut the fuck up. And then like, I was like, I'm not lying. And she's like, well, you're a 20-year-old, so a 20-year-old, oh my goodness, it doesn't matter how old I am. I'm not gonna fucking lie because I'm not a little Satanist. I just said that 5 fucking minutes ago, no? Yeah, it was a great shift. Whatever. I like to sleep at night. I don't know about you, Arlene. It sounds like you don't. And then I went to him, and then I told some of my coworkers, and of course they were like, oh, go talk to the Arlene or the host. First I always go up to the host. If there's a problem, I always go to the problem first. Take notes, kids. Or people with gray hair, because you guys need to take notes too, apparently. I'm ageless, okay? It's a goddamn number. Anyway, so my coworker was like, why haven't you gotten the table? And I was like, I don't know. I'm just here. And literally 50 minutes go by without a table besides one big party one. And she's like, so I go up to her, I'm like, you gonna sit me? Like, I have a whole room with multiple booths, multiple tables, windows, nothing. And she was like, oh, well, no one wants to sit back there because of the group. First of all, I would have seen your waddling ass just waddle on over there and then say, oh, no, over there. But nobody did that. I told them at the entrance that I don't exist. And then, of course, I was like, okay, whatever. Waited another 10 minutes or 20. Everyone got sat but me. So I said, okay, manager, help me. Oh, that's where the coworkers came in. They forced me to tell the manager, or one of them told the manager for me while I was just kind of stood there. I was like, okay, great. So they sat me in another section. And then before she sits me, she goes, Reese, don't fuck around. And just sternly says, like, because I did it once before where, like, she sat me in another room and I forgot about it. But that was, like, before she broke her hip. So I have experience under my belt now, Arlene. I said it. And she fucking... Reese, I'm going to sit you at 60, 61, and 62. This is your section. Do not fuck around. I heard you went to the manager behind my back and said those things. First of all, stupid fucking old bitch. I went to you first to get a table. Oh my goodness, Hey, Arlene. I'm sorry this is such a negative MukBang. I've been negative recently. Twitter scared me yesterday, and so we're just on that come down of, out of 10, Reese is a 6 or a 5 out of 10 on the nervous scale. The hurricane was yesterday. The second one, Milton. And that just scared me so much. It was like, y'all are gonna get, like, I was imagining to wake up to, like, the whole state of Florida being underwater. But it's okay, apparently. Everyone's fine. And that scared me. And then I got into, I don't know, it just scared me. Delete Twitter, bro. Delete it. So fuck you, Arlene. You won because you didn't have to deal with global warming in your fucking generation. Congratulations. Oh my goodness. I cooked you like 5 times. I'm so sorry. I got a sweet ass record player over there. I kept trying to show it to people at work today. But my camera was being really dumb and wasn't loading the pictures, and it was like blurry still. You know when you first open your camera and go to the pictures, they're like blurry at first for some reason, and then they like clear up, especially when you're going through them. Mine was just blurry, and I was like, come on. I got storage for this. And then, oh, it rolled towards me at least, okay. So yeah, fuck you, Arlene. I can't understand being, like, that old and being, like, that much of a bitch. Like, you've had kids, you've had marriages fall through, but, like, you've had your whole life to, like, make yourself happy, and you choose to make other people miserable to make yourself happy, and I don't understand that. How do you sleep at night? How do you feel rewarded? I don't know. I get, like, the rewarding factor of it. What I don't get is that lingering thought of, like, when you self-analyze, like, oh, you fucked up, you're a fucking cunt, like, her downs must be, like, depressive. Or just people who deny, bro. And that's why we have so many alcoholics and stuff, because they just bury it. And it's... Deal with it, y'all. Y'all need to deal with it. Do it. If a 21-year-old with 2 learning disabilities can do it, you can do it. Sorry, that was crazy, man. One time I was getting a haircut. I'm a test tube baby. And so that means, like, I was donated by someone's sperm and I was donated by someone's eggs. And then they put me together in a tube, and then they threw the little chemicals, like the little cum lodge with the egg lodge, and threw that bitch into my mom's fallopian tube, and then she caught on, and then it pretended like it was its own, and then she got raised in my mom's stomach. Anyway, so I was moored in a lab, and usually those kids are, like, really smart and, like, shit and stuff, but I was getting a haircut, and I was telling her about that, and she was like, wow, you came out with 2 learning disabilities, because I also told her I have ADHD. Ooh, excuse me, ADHD and dyslexia. So she was like, you came out with 2 learning disabilities, a test tube baby, that's crazy. And then that made me giggle really hard. Because I was like, yeah, what the fuck? I've never connected those lines before. She woke up. She's woke. She looked herself in the mirror. Michael Jackson was not lying when he said, man in the mirror, I'm going to start with me. Arlene must not be a Michael Jackson fan. Who knows? Ooh. I haven't drank a single drop of water, huh? Okay, a drop. Just kidding. And that's my fear of working in a kitchen for too long, is like, those personalities, like, whether you like it or not, you're a social creature, and you will start acting like that. I'm representing that, and being the same devil little broken hip bitch. Broken hip bitch is crazy. Whoa. Yeah, I need to stop being mean. I've been mean for 17 minutes now. Enough. Let's end curse words, guys. No more curse words. Inappropriate and violence. But yeah, I think I'm just a nervous king. Nervous king. Wow, I really am a Drew Monson fan. In lighter news, one time I went to Disneyland with the fam, and cousin Paul was there, and I got so scared at one ride because they turned off all the lights and they were making loud noises. I grabbed his hand so tightly, and I hugged it, and then I hugged it more and more. And then as the scary ride went on, the lights turned on, and it was some random motherfucker. It wasn't my uncle. I was like at the end, it was like this on his arm, like full strapping on. It was not my Uncle Paul. So I was like, oh shit. And then he told his girlfriend, and the girlfriend was laughing at me. As she should, though. Like, get that ginger boy. He's gonna get you gingivitis, bruh. I wonder if this one's gonna be more watchable because a lot of coworkers actually watch these, which is surprising to me. Like, don't you guys have enough of me with like day-to-day conversation? Or do you want more of this? I was gonna say I said I was gonna stop complaining, but here I am. Here we are. I'm gonna call this one the complainer. So I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much for listening to me complain. I hope it was funny. I hope I threw in jokes, and I hope it made you smile. Walk to your next destination for your carbon footprint. Thank you. It's making me nervous. Goodbye.